weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers. And the Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is.
Oh, he's got some space. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Man, it's a bad feeling when a guy like that gets to the second level and you know he is off to the races, going to get a big chunk of yards. Might not score, but you know he's getting a big chunk.
When the big fellas turn to chase, I mean, where do they find the balance between conserving energy for the next play and well, not getting yelled at for not running after the ball?
Well, that's when you do your fake trot where you throw your head back and just act like you're fighting as hard as you can, but you're really running at about 50%.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well.
Touchdown, Purdue! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UTEP's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Finds a man by himself. Turning it on. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his man. It's Ball. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and
there he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The Boilermakers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air. It's Chadwick. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Makes the catch. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Miners are in the hurry-up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in, because this passing attack, it's lethal, because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Catch in the middle, it's Baker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man, it's Anderson. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. That's caught. It's Watson. Got enough space, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you to stop. Then you try to put another drive together. One possession at a time, try to climb back in this football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At the 40, there he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quickly complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. And the Miners can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down and getting down. The Miners in the hurry-up.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Offense gets set for second down. On the run, it's Ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tempo and overdrive. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Miners line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Quarterback may change this route. Now they'll run it on the toss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got his man out of the backfield. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. And the Boilermakers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 25. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Miners send out the punt unit.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. He just has a way of finding those creases as he gets out to the 15. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to keep it in the air. Using the quick game. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Got a man. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Lots of room to run. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got it behind the line. It's Porter. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UTEP!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Always fun to see 2 of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. He's got his man. Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso.
The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball. The offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple.
Turning it on. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Miners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Miners will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, fourth and short.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll close the gap to 14.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Boilermakers will have it first and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play
this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Baker. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Baker. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here's a heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Touchdown, Miners! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Tight end now in motion. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Zings it complete to the right. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man down the middle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Chadwick. Fires to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, pump.
Lets it fly. He's got it down the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Miners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On the option. got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UTEP. And here they come, almost all the way back.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Appalachian State.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45, on its way.
Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Boilermakers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Oh, he's got some space. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. The give to the back. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Miners moving quickly to the line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Miners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got to lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. He wants to throw it again. Dances away to buy time. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. And the comeback is on.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still in this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the fullback. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Makes the grab on 3rd. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now, Palmer, just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right?
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.